What's up, everybody? My name is Sam. Welcome back to the channel. Are you a photographer or videographer that's always looking to help improve your workflow? I think I might have the items for you. Stick around and find out. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start with some basic things that everybody should have that maybe seem daunting at first, but as you get more into it, you start to realize what you really need. So, first things first, you're going to want batteries. I know it's a cop-out answer. These are actually going to be kind of like bonus items because they're not the main item, but I just wanted to get it out there. So things like batteries and things like memory cards, SD cards, they've come down in price so much. And you don't actually have to buy the on-brand stuff for at least batteries. I actually recommend Neewer. They're a very good brand that's budget-friendly. So I would recommend them over the actual Canon. That's what I use, is Canon. So I would recommend them over Canon only because for one Canon battery that's like $80, you can get 3 Neewer batteries and still have $30 left over. So I would recommend that. I do have a bit of disclaimer. Obviously, in not being first party, there's no really guarantee of life expectancy on it. You know, they could die in 6 months. I've never had that issue. Mine usually lasts a long time, but it could die in 6 months, and there's no warranty from the manufacturer, being Canon. So keep that in mind. You want to use a reputable brand that is maybe third party. You know, Rayovac, I believe, is one of them. B&H, etc. You want to use brands that people know, not some off-brand. Just use a brand that people know and that you've seen a lot of. However, for SD cards, I would always recommend name brand. I prefer SanDisk or Lexar, but I always recommend name brand. You don't want to go the off-brand with that and then risk losing wedding photos or a one-time event, anything like that. You want to make sure you capture the moment right then and there. Keep on brand with your SD cards. Now, the item I am going to talk about that does pertain to this is actually this box right here. I'm sure some of y'all have seen it in my videos, and I'll put some close-up stuff of it on there. It's by the brand JJC. It's not a brand that I'm familiar with. All I know is they make the box, but inside the box, I have, if it'll show, it can hold 6 batteries, and it's actually really only 6 SD cards. These are more square. I don't remember the card type for it. I don't use them, but it holds a lot. It is bulky, but keeping everything in one place I think is extremely important for anyone's workflow, because I don't like going searching for batteries when I know there's a better way. So that's item number 1. Alright, I did zoom the camera out a little bit. It was a little awkward on my face. Item number 2, and it does pertain to batteries as well, but it is important, chargers. Now, if you're like me, you shoot Canon, you usually get these chargers, which can charge one at a time. That's fine, but when you're on a big shoot and you're using multiple batteries a day, and obviously at the end of the day when you're exhausted, the last thing you want to do is have to wait for 2 batteries. So what I actually recommend is a multi-charger. Again, this one's by Neewer. Let's put it up there. Again, this one is by Neewer, and I really only recommend using the brand for the batteries you have. So I said it, you can get 3 Neewer batteries for the price of 1 Canon battery. I would get the Neewer battery charger for it. I wouldn't want to charge Canon or Rayovac or anything else with this one, because this is meant for the Neewer batteries. But if you have the opportunity to get a multi-charger, please get a multi-charger, because it'll save you so many more times than it won't. Alright. The third item, and again, kind of an easy one, but you never really know. It's actually a rain cover. So I use the one by Think Tank. Nothing crazy. This was used in paintball, so don't mind how dirty it is. I've cleaned it, but I can only do so much. But it's a rain cover. There's not much more to say about it. I use Think Tank because they're a very reliable brand, and they're very, at the end of the day, they're not going to let you down. I don't want to go off-brand and risk it being too thin or having holes or anything like that, so I prefer to go name brand. And I'll put links for everything that I have down in the description below, just so if someone's interested, they can see it. For Amazon, it will be affiliate links, but I don't believe I have an affiliate link for Think Tank. But just so everyone's aware. The fourth item that I recommend every photographer have, and it will save you more than once, gaff tape. I know it's not really high on the priority list. It's not sexy, right? But it's important when you're shooting on set and you need to cover up any cables. Gaff tape. If you're shooting on a tripod like I am right now and you have a wire hanging down, gaff tape. There's so many uses for it. Heck, I even have gaff tape on my camera on the spots that have the brand names for when I travel. People can't see the brand, which helps stave off a little bit of, pickpocketing, stuff like that. Not that I've ever had to experience that, but it helps a little bit. So I use this stuff all the time. It covers up my lenses in the parts when I am shooting paintball. It covers up the white parts of the lenses so that way it doesn't get stained. It doesn't leave residue. That's one of the most important things. It's very easy to tear. Like I'll go ahead and show y'all. It's kind of like duct tape in the aspect that you can just tear it by it's torn, and then you just put it on something and it doesn't leave residue, doesn't hurt. It's strong, but it's not so strong that it's going to tear off any paint, nothing like that. It's very versatile. It's used on movie sets. I mean, it's definitely something that I think everyone should have, at least in their house somewhere, just in case they need it. Rather need it and have it than need it and not have it, The last and final item, and you don't need this exact one, if I do remember correctly, it is sold out, but it is a camera tool. I have the one by Peter McKinnon. I have the one by Peter McKinnon. And all it is it's intended to help you with your camera. So this one came with bits that would fit pretty much everything for a camera. Anything for tripods, any mounting plates, anything, the bits work for it. It also it has a flathead screwdriver. I'll have to show that. It has a flathead screwdriver and has a Phillips head screwdriver on the other side. So you always have the screwdrivers. There is also a port here for an SD card, a spare SD card. I don't personally use it, but it's something that if you're always bringing this with you and you need that emergency SD card, it's worth having. And the final item, I will say, I am recording this after the fact because I didn't think about it until now, but a battery pack. Now, this isn't to charge your camera or anything like that. This is actually to charge your phone. If you're like me, and again, these are things that I think are useful for photographers. If you're like me, you're constantly transferring photos to your phone to edit, do quick edits on, and upload them for live updates for companies, etc., just to have stuff that's live. So your phone will die fast. I have the Anker power bank. I highly recommend it because it goes right onto the phone, just snaps right in place, and you're good to go, and it's charging. So I highly recommend a battery pack. You can use whatever one you want. I like the one that snaps on the phone, so it's nice and small, and that's really all there is to it. And that's it. As I said, kind of a short video. I know, I wanted to get something out to y'all that I thought was important for everyone to know. If you like this video, please leave a comment, subscribe, like, do all the fun stuff that YouTube needs y'all to do to help me be successful. If there's anything else you want to see from me, please let me know. I'll be coming out with videos. I'm trying to do every single week, as you can see. So there's constant content going out there for y'all. Either way, I hope everyone has a great rest of your day, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.